football. Let's go to Foxborough yesterday, and that's the right phrase. Houston, we have a problem. A day in which the Texans' defense was good enough in Foxborough on a miserable weather day, and C.J. Stroud just had a disaster of a playoff game. Dan, what are we doing?
Yeah, this is a keeper. Chason does a great job going upfield. Don't make the throw. Your defense is going to win you the game. Elements, all that. Great play by New England defensively. Terrible play by C.J.
Ensuing Texans possession, C.J. Stroud would throw 4 interceptions in the first half of this game. That one you just saw went back for 6. This one might not be quite as much his fault.
No, I mean, would I nitpick and say give me the ball a foot lower on his chest because of the weather elements? Yes, but this ball has to be caught. I'm not putting that one on the quarterback.
Stroud candidly had about as bad a playoff game as you'll ever see a quarterback have. And on the other side, this is Drake Mather. How about this catch?
That's a ridiculous catch and throw. I mean, watch Steph as he's going to the ground. There, right there, kind of pull that ball up so it doesn't hit the ground. It's a great throw and catch.
You want to see an even better catch? Hey, D. Wood, how about Kayshon Boutte in the end zone with this one-handed grab in the fourth quarter?
Yeah, I mean, listen, Drake May put it only where his receiver could get it, and making that catch in that weather, unbelievable.
And that was the one that broke the backs of the Texans. Even their defense couldn't hang in. Patriots win it 28-16. They're on to Denver. They'll play for the AFC Championship. The celebration from Vrabel and May and everybody in Foxborough, while in Houston they are left with a lot of disappointment and a lot of questions. C.J. Stroud, 4 first-half interceptions, tied for the most in the opening half of a playoff game since the merger. In all, he turned the ball over repeatedly in each of their 2 playoff games. Even though they won the first one, he had 7 turnovers when pressured. And so, D. Wood, what was the first thought you had in our meeting this morning?
I would have went to Davis Miller at halftime. There's no question about it. Like 4 turnovers in the first half was unreal. But even more important than that, C.J. Stroud's body language was just atrocious. And I'm speaking as an offensive lineman, someone plays on the offensive side of football. There's nothing worse than when your quarterback is out there with no energy, pouting, just looking miserable out there, because it permeates to everybody. You have no juice. And the thing I would tell, I don't know if anyone out there would told him, but it's like, dude, we got the best defense in the league. They are bailing us out time after time after time. I can't even say it on TV. Get your act together out there. Someone should have kicked them in the balls and be like, let's go. We have this game. It's literally right there for us, and he's sitting around moping.
Do that to Rex right now.
I think you kick him somewhere else, Steve.
I think that's what he meant to say.
But
in fairness,
I'm going to say this. It's too bad nobody had your energy on the sideline in front of that dude, because to me, that's what they needed. And it started. What, did it start in the second quarter, the third quarter? Hell no, it started the first play of the game. Run the first play of the game. Are you kidding me? You're dirting the ball inside here? You want to be living for this situation. You got a chance to get to a championship game. Get in there and fire that dang ball in there. Instead, no, the conditions got to him. He played with 0 confidence. Now, who's that on? Why is he not confident? Is it because of the conditions? Probably. Is it because he can't stand the plan, doesn't understand the plan, the preparation wasn't right? Something. No confidence in the protection, scared of the damn defense you're playing against? I have no idea.
No Nico Collins?
No Nico Collins. It just adds up. Where's the fire? You got to light it yourself sometimes. Yeah. And to me, you got the best defense on the planet. I went in there and I said, Houston's going to win. Why? They are the best unit in the National Football League, and that's the defense. You don't have to be a superstar. You just have to be dead-ass average, all right? Trent Dilfer, that's all the hell you have to be, okay? And you know what could have happened? You could have had a dang ring. Instead, you go in there, poop the bed. It's unbelievable.
It was a very, very tough game to watch. I mean, as one who, I didn't have a horse in the race. I love that Texans defense. I really thought they were going to win for the same reason. The only way you lose is if the quarterback gives the game away. And Dan, he gave the game away.
Yeah, I mean, if you're Houston, you win that game with 31 other quarterbacks. And it's unfortunate.
With Jarrett Stidham?
And any other quarterback. I mean, it's unfortunate that we don't get this defense not only in the AFC title game, but then more than likely in the Super Bowl if they win that game yesterday. Bad quarterback play wins that game. Bad quarterback play. The pick 6 and the fumble, that's 10 points right there. Now, credit New England. New England made some crucial plays in crucial moments. Drake May's touchdown to the 4th down to Douglas, the touchdown to Steph with the ball placement, the booty play, no question. But if you're Houston, I think Houston and Buffalo walk away from this weekend sick to their stomach because they look at all the self-inflicted wounds. And Houston is just going to sit there and go, if 10 turnovers by CJ or 5 picks, 5 fumbles in 2 games in the playoffs.
Yes.
And I think now if you're Houston, you're going to sit there and go, what do we do at the quarterback position in the future?
And that's the thing. I got to say something. This kid, I thought, was flat out a superstar.
No, he was.
His rookie year.
He was.
Why the regression? Why the regression? Because now he's not even average. But this kid was a superstar.
Wait, but Rex, I thought Troy Aikman said it perfectly on the broadcast that he felt like C.J. Stroud was chasing his rookie year.
Yeah.
Maybe he's pressing. I don't know.
Yeah.
But what we saw yesterday combined with the wild card game against the Steelers, ultimately the Houston franchise is going to have to make some tough decisions.
Let me get Shefty in. Go.
Dan, you said, what do they do next at the quarterback position, right? So here's the deal. We already know the Panthers are picking up the 5th-year option for the number 1 pick in that draft, Bryce Young. I don't think there's any way the Texans don't pick up the 5th-year option.
Yeah, I agree.
For C.J. Stroud. They're going to pick it up. Now the question is, do they, and you're going to balk when I say, do they extend him or do they let him play it out? How do they handle it? Do they feel confident in Davis Mills, who went unbeaten in his 3 starts this year? Davis Mills was 3-0. They signed him to a 2-year extension during the season. I think they probably think they're going to be okay with C.J. Stroud and Davis Mills.
Yeah, that might be where they leave it, one way or another. I agree, Dan, with what you said. The 2 teams that looked like the
Between Miami and Indiana, but joining us now, ESPN NFL analyst, joins us every Monday, former New England Patriot. Forget the other teams, who cares today? Damian Woody. I did not expect this. I did not expect New England to be here. I thought this would be next year. Are you in any way surprised that New England is going to play for an AFC championship?
I am. I actually thought New England was going to make the playoffs this year. I said that before the season, but I didn't expect this. The job that Braves have done, Josh McDaniel, the whole coaching staff has been unbelievable. I mean, think about, and you know this guy who, follows the Patriots closely. Look at all the contributions they're getting from all different types of players.
Yes.
Now, veteran guys they brought in free agency, but more importantly, rookies.
Yes.
They have so many rookies that are taking valuable snaps. And you know what? When you have rookies playing this much and are valuable to the team, boy, like, where are they going to be in year 2, year 3, and beyond? Because they're getting those snaps now. So kudos to the coaching staff in New England.
Damian, forgive me for this next question, but I got to be radio guy sometimes as opposed to being a former player. Does the success that we've seen Tom Brady have and now Robert Kraft have in any way, shape, or form diminish what Bill Belichick did as a head coach in the National Football League now that you're seeing what's happened after him in New England?
No, I don't think it diminishes. I think you can have both, right? Like, we can talk about both things. I think Robert Kraft is one of the best owners of all time. We always talk about when you have these dynasties or these great franchises, it starts at the top. And Mr. Kraft has done a tremendous job of obviously eyeing good, talent not only in the coaching staff but in the front office.
To me, the decision to pivot off of Gerard Mayo after 1 year, knowing how highly regarded he was, that was impressive to me.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes it's like those are the best decisions to know, like, okay, clearly this is not working. I need to pivot right now. Instead of, a lot of people will say, no, I'm going to keep holding on because, I made this decision, and, like, ego comes into it.
Yeah.
But no, the greats know, like, no, I need to cut bait. Like, this is clearly not working, and to cut bait and to get into Mike Vrabel and to see the job that Mike Vrabel has done just in year 1. Think about what the Patriots were for the last couple of years prior to Mike Vrabel. He has more wins this year than those years combined.
Is that a conversation that is going to need to happen in Houston surrounding their quarterback, C.J. Stroud?
I think, honestly, as much as we laud and talk about New England, the most disappointing thing was C.J. Stroud.
Yeah.
C.J. Stroud, and we're going to talk about this a lot on Get Up at 8 o'clock this morning. C.J. Stroud I was so frustrated watching him. Obviously, we talk about the turnovers, the 4 turnovers in the first half. But more important than that, is the body language of C.J. Stroud. It was just atrocious. As a former player, guy that plays on the offensive side of the football, people don't understand like body language, like what it could do to a whole unit. And when your quarterback is clearly not showing any juice, not showing any gumption, no fire or anything like that, it permeates and it just drags down the whole unit. And that's why I thought C.J. Stroud should have been benched at halftime. Some people would have thought, oh, well, let's give him a series or two after the half to see maybe he comes out. I just felt like his body language was atrocious, and Davis Mills should have been given the opportunity to come out at halftime and see what he could have done with that Houston defense backing him up.